Hello, beautiful people. It is Ashley here with Fire Intuition. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do your full moon in Sagittarius reading. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so only take the message if the energy resonates with you. Just sending a lot of love out there to you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being patient if you're waiting on personal readings. Also, I just want to say thanks for all the comments, guys. You guys are amazing. I love all the positive comments, the likes, the shares. I love my subscribers. I love my new subscribers. You guys know I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. So I just wanted you guys to know that. Also, with this full moon in Sagittarius, a lot of energy is going to be shifting, or has already shifted, or will be shifting. Personal readings are getting better. Communication is opening up. People are expressing and being honest and truthful with their feelings and their emotions and stuff like that. Relationships are coming together. So this is beautiful. Like, I really love the energy. Like I said, when I was doing personal readings this morning, I was like shocked because I kept getting the reconciliation card, or express your love, and you know, I haven't seen some of those cards in my readings in a while. You know, the energy has just been crazy with personal readings and third parties and relationships ending, but I do see a lot of relationships coming back together, people finding new love. So huge energy shifts. So I really do love that we got Sagittarius in the full moon, because it's fire energy. So it makes us more energetic, more fiery, more passionate, more open. So if you guys were seeking the truth or trying to find out the truth within a situation, you know, truth is going to be revealed, feelings are going to be revealed, everything. So I'm really excited to have this full moon in Sag. So let's see where we were blocked at and what we're releasing with this full moon in Sagittarius, guys. Let's get down to business. All right. So Spirit and Universe, please give me some messages for all signs as a general reading. Where were we blocked at, and what are we releasing in this full moon with Sagittarius? Also, guys, don't forget, I do have manifest packets, chakra packets, candle work packets, everything on my website. If you guys are not a part of my email club, please do sign up. And I would love to see you guys follow me on the gram and on Facebook as Fire Intuition. So please do. If you guys have a quick question, I am on Instant Go. I am catching up with my Instant Go since my vacation and my son being sick and me losing my voice. I haven't really been on my Instant Go, so I am catching up. So if you guys sent me a message, I do apologize. I will be answering those today and tomorrow. All right. So let's see where we were blocked at in the mind. Spirit of Universe, where we blocked at in the mind. We have grief. Okay. Where we blocked that in the body. Spirit of Universe, where we blocked that in the body. We have surrender. Where we blocked that in the home. In the home, we were blocked with acceptance. Okay. So, already I can just tell that in the mind, well, I'll just wait till I'm done. All right. Spirit of Universe, where were we blocked at with work? We have change. And where are we blocked at in love? Spirit of Universe, where are we blocked at in love? Or where were we blocked at in love? Since energies are shifting, because the full moon is about releasing, letting go, bringing in new energies, better energies, positive energies. We were blocked in love with empathy. Okay? And then we have the patience card that came out. So I'm going to take both of those. All right. So these are our blockages, or this is where we were blocked at just as a collective. A lot of us are still probably blocked here, but probably releasing this energy as well. So we have the grief card, surrender, acceptance, change, empathy, and patience. Okay. Just already looking at the spread, a lot of you guys were going through just major changes, and some of you guys were going through changes within your relationship and with the work. And with you guys being blocked in the home with acceptance, a lot of you guys had a hard time accepting that either a relationship was over, the relationship wasn't going anywhere, you guys couldn't fix or work out the relationship. Also at work, you know, you guys, you know, were stuck in situations where you felt as if you couldn't change, or work wasn't going to come around. Maybe you could have been looking for another job, a better job. But I just see a lot of energy that a lot of people have been going through. Like I said in my personal readings, are, you know, just in general everyday life, especially with love. We have the empathy card and patience card. Okay, the empathy card says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, I'm guilty as well, because with the empathy card, a lot of people in relationships are just, like I said, in readings or everyday life, people are always usually stuck on how they feel, what they see, and what they know when it comes to love and relationships. They don't look at their other partner's point of view. They don't try to understand it. We're not open to it, especially with those of you who are fixed signs. Okay, so if you're a Leo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius, those are all fixed signs. Okay, fixed signs, they don't like to change. They don't like change. Okay, and we have the change card. Okay, when they're used to doing something, we like to switch up routine every now and then, but we like what we like. We don't like to shift and change out of things, especially if we're comfortable and we're happy in situations. So it's hard for fixed signs to shift energy sometimes. And by me being fixed all through my chart, I'm Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, I have a hard time balancing out my energies, my relationships, my everyday life, my feelings, and everything. Okay, but I've been releasing a lot of things as well, and I've been noticing a lot of things as well. So we're all shifting and learning as a collective. All right. Also with the where we were blocked at in love, we have the patience card. Okay, so a lot of us weren't patient. Okay, it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. We wanted things to happen right then and there. We didn't have patience. We didn't want to wait. Okay, so let's shuffle up these cards and let's pull some cards out and see where the energy is at with this reading. Spirit and universe, please give me some messages for all signs. General reading. Where will we block that as a collective? What are we releasing in this full moon with Sagittarius? Well, in Sagittarius. Alrighty, so let's see what we got. Let's see what our messages are. This is like heavy energy that I'm seeing, but great energy. So I feel like this is going to benefit a lot of you guys in the long run. So major changes, okay, but for the better. As a collective, we're all shifting and changing. All right, no one is perfect. So the first card we have out, where we were blocked at in the mind, we have the grief card. Okay, and the grief card says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, so we had a hard time with this. Okay, like I said, I'm guilty as well. With the grief card, a lot of you guys were in situations and you guys either lost someone, or they lost you, or you had to change a situation, or you had to go through a situation where there was major changes, and you guys had a hard time, you know, letting it go. Okay, you guys were holding on to that with the grief card. I'm going to read it one more time. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. A lot of you guys didn't appreciate whatever it was that was in your life, person, place, thing, job, or whatever, until it was gone. Until it was no longer there every day. Or until it was just not a part of your life anymore. And that has been stuck in your mind. You guys have been dealing with this. Okay, so the fact that we're releasing this energy, and that's where we were blocked at, is amazing. Okay, so that means moving forward, we're going to start appreciating things more. Relationships, people, jobs, ourselves mostly. Okay, because sometimes we lose ourselves. All right, sorry about that, guys. So let's clarify these cards, and let's see what we got with the grief card. So the grief card, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords. So it resonates beautifully, okay? With the Six of Wands, this alone, just this one card alone, talks about someone overlooking you, someone not appreciating you, okay? You not feeling recognized. This also was affecting, you know, their confidence or your confidence. Take it as it resonates. It could have been you, it could have been them. But whoever it was, they didn't appreciate you, the job, the situation, or whatever, until it was gone. Okay, so that's what the Six of Wands talks about. Okay, taking a loss. You know, not feeling appreciated, feeling overlooked, feeling sad within a situation. So for a lot of us, that person either left us or we left them, and we didn't realize how much that person really meant to us, or we didn't realize how that person affected our life or that job or whatever it could have been until that person walked away or until we walked away from the situation. And so that's why I said with this full moon in Sagittarius, a lot of the energy is shifting. A lot of us are going back in our energy and fixing things, you know, seeing things for what they are. Because we were all the Page of Swords, overseeing things. We were overlooking things. Our, like I said, our relationships, jobs, our kids, it could have been whatever. It doesn't matter, however this resonates with you. But we had to lose something to really appreciate it and know that it was either a missed opportunity. It could be a lost opportunity. Maybe you guys can fix it to where this isn't a loss. Okay, and you guys can come together and have a mutual understanding and maybe recognize each other, you know, put more energy and effort into something, a situation, a relationship, job, whatever, like I said. But the Six of Wands alone talks about overlooking someone and not appreciating someone. All right? We have the Page of Wands. So there definitely was a communication problem as well. You guys had a problem communicating. But I feel like this was after you broke up with them or they broke up with you. Or after you left that job. And the reason why is because in our mind, we still had to deal with the fact that we don't have that anymore. It's lost, it's gone, or they're not here with us every day. So with the Page of Wands, messages start coming in of disappointment. We start becoming very rash. We weren't lighthearted anymore. We weren't putting out that flirting energy. Every time you might have spoke to your partner, it could have been bad news. You could have had troubles looking for jobs. And the energy of, you know, this relationship shifting and changing or whatever could have affected your work performance. Which is why we have the Six of Wands. Because, you know, this is also not being recognized for your hard work and effort. So it could have affected your jobs. It could have affected everything. Okay? Then we got the Three of Swords. For some of you guys were in third-party situations. But if you weren't, I just feel like both you guys were just heartbroken. You guys were both heartbroken. And there's a lot of unresolved issues between you and that person, that job, that situation, or whatever. And you're hurt. But I feel like with this full moon in Sagittarius, you're breaking free. You're opening yourself up. You're allowing the pain to be gone. You're shifting your energy. You're becoming more positive. You're ready to just look at things from another perspective. Okay? So, let's clarify that. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. It's time to be honest. It's time for us to be truthful with ourselves. Because we deceived ourselves. They deceived us. However it works. How it resonates. Okay? Also, with some of you guys, you have trust issues with this person now. Or they have trust issues with you. Okay? So, let's release this mental energy. The Seven of Swords is mental energy. Also, with the Seven of Swords, yeah, this is like mental energy, like mental challenges. You putting yourself there and needing to break free. Okay? Needing to release that energy. Far as the body and where we're blocked at in the body, we have surrender. So with the surrender card, I can release my need to control. Alright? This is in the body. So what this is saying is that we wanted to be in control of situations. We had to be in control. If we didn't get our way, we were mad. If we couldn't say what we wanted to say, we were mad. Maybe it was the way you approached the situation. Maybe it was the way you handled the situation. Okay? But this was the energy that we had in our body. We couldn't surrender. We couldn't let go. We had to be in control. We wanted to be in control. If it wasn't you, it was them. Clarifying that, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. I'm a Queen of Wands, so it definitely could resonate with me. Okay? You guys know I'm true and authentic on my channel. I'm never going to lie to you guys. I know how I am. I know how I can be. I'm very cutthroat. Okay? If I really, really love someone and I really care about someone and they hurt me, if they mess with me, if they pick on me, especially when it comes to my mother or my children, I change. And sometimes after it's over, I'll say or do something and then I'll think about it and I'll be like, Ashley, was it that serious? Did you have to say that? But when I'm mad, I'm mad. And it just comes out. And I can't control my savage sometimes. And I just know how I am. you know. So I'm learning that now. You know, every day I'm getting better at it. So I'm also someone that needs to surrender and let go when it comes to being blocked in the body. Because just starting off, the Queen of Wands, you know, she's really loving. She's very caring. She's very passionate. She's full of love. She has an open heart. She'll give you her last. You know, she's very strong. She takes care of the home. She's ambitious. She's very confident. You know, she's work focused. She knows how to run things, how to balance her life and everything. But her ego can get in the way. She can be very demanding. She can be very controlling, cold-hearted, argumentative. So I know how the Queen of Wands can be. So regardless if this is your energy or not, regardless if you're an Aries, Leo, or a Sag, it doesn't matter what sign you are. You were in this energy. And with the Queen of Wands coming up and us being blocked in the body with surrender and our full moon being in Sagittarius, that is coming to a surface. We are seeing that. We're realizing that. We're looking at that now. And that's what we're going to release and shift. So a lot of you guys might be feeling very emotional. You guys might be very tired. You guys might just cry for any reason. Because you guys are releasing the need to be in control. You guys are releasing the need to want to be in control. To have to be in control. Like I said, no matter what sign it is, you guys are releasing that energy from your body. So you're shifting and changing. Okay? You're seeing your wrongs. Okay? Back to the Ace of Swords. I told you it was a communication. The way we talk to people. The way we approach the situations. With the Ace of Swords, this is when someone is either very cutthroat, or this is someone who cuts through the BS, wanting to know the truth, not having empathy in a situation. Okay? Not knowing how to talk to someone. Keeping the situation confused. Chaos in the air. You know? So, let's choose our words with care now. Let's think about what we're going to say before we say it. You know, let's think positive. If you guys are in a situation and you just feel like you need to say something, but you don't know what's the right approach, take some time, think about it. Put it in a text form, put it in your phone, write it on paper. But really think about what you're going to say before you say it. Okay? Because we're all shifting as a collective, like I said, and we don't want to stay blocked here. All right? We have the Four of Pentacles. This talks about repeating patterns. Okay, someone that's very stubborn and selfish. This is also someone that's controlling. Someone that holds on to themselves, to hold on to everything. There's disagreements within your relationship. And it's because that person is not willing to change. That person repeats the same patterns over and over again. Okay? And then like I told you, we have the Queen of Wands. Alright? So when it comes to surrender and where we're blocked at in our body, let's think about how we're speaking to people. Let's think about the words we say to people. Let's control our energy as far as our words. Let's not repeat patterns. Let's not hold on to stuff. Let's allow things to be free. So that means let go. Okay? So that patterns won't repeat. Okay? And then like I said with the Queen of Wands, you know, let's just stay in that energy where we're strong and positive and ambitious and, you know, confident and beautiful and full of love and have that open heart. Let's not be the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay? And like I said, despite the sign, it doesn't matter what your sign is. You know, we were all in this energy. And if it wasn't you, it was them. Okay? It takes two, guys. All right? Clarifying that, we have the Chariot. Okay? So, once we release this energy, what's going to happen? We're going to move forward. But we're going to move forward with victory. And that's what we need to do. We need to release this negative energy during this full moon and shift into a better energy, a positive energy, and move forward. This is you being back in control, but in a positive way. Okay? Like I said, learning how to speak, learning how to let go of things and situations, and just being your best version. Okay? And moving forward. Alright? And this is major arcana. So with the Chariot, you could be a Cancer, but if not, with the Chariot and this being major arcana, this is what's going to happen. You are going to be pushed to move forward. Okay? Where we were blocked at in the home, we have acceptance. Alright? And with the acceptance card, it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So we were blocked in our home with acceptance because we weren't changing. And then when things had to change or things were done, or that situation was over with, or if we were just still dealing with that situation, whatever it was, we had a hard time accepting it. Okay? Because remember, in the mind, we're still in grief. Okay? We're still not accepting the fact that that person left or that job is gone or whatever. Okay, we didn't really appreciate it until it was done with. Okay, so that's the energy that was in our mind. In our body, remember, we were trying to be in control. And now that we can't be in control of the situation, or they can't, and now that they're not around us, or you are not around them, some of you guys were still having a hard time accepting it. Or they were having a hard time accepting it. Okay? So, with the full moon in Sagittarius, let's clarify this card. We have the King of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. You guys became defensive. Okay? With the King of Swords, this person spoke their truth. Or you spoke your truth. Someone spoke their truth. And like I was saying with the Surrender card, the King of Swords is someone who is controlling. Okay? They like to get their way. They can be manipulative. They can be very nasty at times. They like to be in control. Okay? With the Acceptance card, truth was spoken. Okay? Someone spoke their truth, or you spoke their truth, or you spoke your truth. And you guys had a hard time accepting that. And because the situation got to where it was, look where we're at. We're at the Five of Pentacles. Okay? So you guys feeling left out in the cold. You feeling rejected. This is relationships ending. People feeling insecure now. The love feeling very unrequited. Trying to recover. You guys, like I said, this could have affected your finances. You guys could have been dealing with work issues. But this, all the energy that I'm feeling right now is mostly love energy. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So you became defensive, or they became defensive. You were trying to fight for what you wanted, or they were trying to fight for what they wanted after, you know, it was done and said. One of you guys were determined while the other one was just walking away. Because whoever walked away, they ran from the problems rather than fixing them and working them out. And that's what you guys had to deal with. Okay? Or that's what they had to deal with. Someone had to deal with that energy. I feel like both of you guys were dealing with that energy. Because with the Seven of Wands, I feel like both of you guys were determined. Both of you guys wanted to, you know, probably fight for the relationship and, you know, face the problems and the issues and not have to walk out each other's life or run away from the situation. But there was a hard time accepting things. Okay? Neither one of you guys were accepting the situation for what it was. You didn't accept the fact that they left. They didn't accept the fact that you allowed them to leave, or they were forced to leave, or because it was a third party and they had to choose someone, or that you got fired. Like I said, take the energy how it resonates. So you guys were learning to accept the situation at that time. And now that this full moon is in Sag, you guys have accepted it now. So we're accepting what has happened. And we're not looking back, trying to change things. We're growing, we're evolving, we're looking at what we did wrong. Okay, so with the Seven of Wands, we're putting our guard down. We're putting our defenses down. We're facing our problems with ourselves first. We're not running away from the problems. All right? With the Five of Pentacles, you guys are recovering. You guys aren't feeling rejected no more. If the relationship is over with, it's just over with. If you guys can make change, I feel like some of you guys are open to do it. Then we have the King of Swords. You're finally accepting the truth. Or they're accepting the truth. So this is when your head and your heart are balanced. And you can really look back and think about all the things that you did right or wrong. And accept it. And not have to feel as if you need to defend it. Okay? Clarifying that, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is, like I said, the passion between you guys coming back together. This is like the passion and chemistry has never left you guys. It's always have been there. So this is communication coming back in. A lot of you guys been manifesting this person to come back in. A lot of you guys been waiting for this person to see things from your perspective or their perspective or whatever. But with the Eight of Wands, this is like back and forth communication. Okay, this is like you finally getting the answers that you want. This is like everything being on your side. This is you not blocking them anymore, because some of you guys block that person or they block you. So they're going to unblock you. You're going to unblock them. Communication is going to start coming in, because both you guys are in an energy where you guys are accepting what happened and letting it go. And just having a new beginning. And not looking back for some of you guys. Right? So I love that the Eight of Wands was the overall energy. Because this is like I said, things heating back up. you guys opening up communication. This is also you thinking before you act now. All right. So beautiful energy with that. We have the change card. This is where you guys were blocked at with work. All right. So with the change card, and I'm asking on camera, y'all didn't even tell me. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So like I said, this situation or whatever you were in, you just felt stuck. You felt like you couldn't move. And that's why we have the Chariot right here. Like I told you, a lot of you guys are going to be forced to move forward, regardless if you like it or not. Okay? With this energy, with this shift. So we were blocked because we didn't want to change. We didn't want to grow. We didn't want to evolve. We didn't want to move. We just dealt with it. Okay? And we kept ourselves there. And now energy is shifting. So if you guys, like I said, been looking for jobs, been feeling like you've been putting up a fight, looking for a job, you feel like you're never going to find a job, one is never going to come, that's going to change because you're opening yourself up now because you're releasing all this negative energy. And you're shifting into a new energy, a better energy, a positive energy. So you're allowing yourself to change. Because as you change, your energy shifts and change. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I know work is coming in. I know you guys been making money. Money has been good for a lot of you guys with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? Clarifying the change card, we have the Five of Cups. See, what did I just say? When you guys finally accepted the relationship or whatever the situation was for what it was, and you guys weren't looking back and holding on, and you guys were accepting it, and you guys are forgiving the situation, forgiving yourself first in the situation, your energy is shifting and it's allowing you to change. And it's allowing new change to come in. Okay? We have the Five of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Look. Okay? Coming into abundance. This is you being happy. Only thing you're missing is love. Because the Nine of Pentacles is someone single. You know, she's seeking someone. She's looking for love. You know, she wants her relationship back. Or she wants to be in a relationship. But she's more focused on her independence. And that's you being more focused on yourself now. You know, not allowing this Five of Cups energy to hold you back anymore. You know, not trying to think about the reconciliation or thinking about how they betrayed you or having regrets or, you know, holding on to that energy. You know, turning around and picking up the Two of Cups and being your own Two of Cups. You know, being in love with yourself. Having that bond with yourself. Finding true love within yourself. Having your own connection with yourself. Okay? And that's how your energy is shifting and changing. We're being more independent. We're stepping into our abundance. We're happy now. Our blessings are coming in with the Nine of Pentacles because we're changing. And then look, we have the Judgment card. We had to wake up. We had to realize and look at things differently. We had to see where we were at in the situation. A lot of you guys were going through awakenings. Okay? But whatever happens, you guys are going to accept the final decision. And it's going to allow you guys to change. To shift and change your energy. Which is why you guys are coming into this abundance and you're not looking back. And we're shifting our energy out of this. So now we are changing. We're growing in our job. We're growing within our abundance. Okay? Clarifying that. We have the Queen of Swords. So like I said, we had to cut out things that no longer served us. We're enjoying our own company now. We're happy. We're smiling. We're keeping our head clear. We're staying balanced with our head and our heart. Because we face the truth. We're watching the way we approach people. We're not letting our emotions get the best of us. Okay? So, beautiful energy with that. When it came to love, we have the Empathy and the Patience card. So, we have empathy and we have patience. Alright? And this is where we were blocked at. We weren't patient, for one. And then with the Empathy card, like I said, we weren't looking at things from their perspective. We weren't looking at both sides of the story. We were only focused on our story. Our side of the story. What we did right. We never did wrong. We didn't take that into perspective. Okay? So with the Empathy card, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So when it comes to love, we needed to have more empathy. Again, choosing words. Choosing words with care. Okay? Watching what we're saying, how we're saying it. Watching how we're acting. Okay? Looking at the way we approach the situation. How they approach the situation. Then we have the Patience card. So it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. We weren't being patient. Because a lot of you guys could have been just fed up with that person. Maybe they were moving too slow. Maybe they weren't able to offer and give you what you wanted right then and there. And you just weren't being patient with that person. Which caused you to not look at things from their point of view. Or vice versa. Because they were moving slow. Okay? Which is why we had the Seven of Swords. You were deceiving yourself. Okay? You didn't trust that person. Part of you didn't trust that person. You were like, okay, if you love me, why are you moving so slow? Okay? And it caused a lot of you guys to become angry, to become upset, to become mad, you know, to just not care anymore. Okay? It's like that when we're in relationships. When we feel like we're doing too much or putting too much energy and effort into something and we're not getting back what we put into it, it also shifts and changes our energy. Okay? So we have the empathy card. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Clarifying that, we have the Lovers card. See, I just said that. Okay? The Lovers card. This is a choice. When you're in a relationship, when you love somebody, it's a choice, meaning that you accept them, they accept you. Okay? So both of you guys were mirroring this energy. It wasn't just you. It wasn't just them. It was both you guys. Neither one of you guys were open to seeing things from both sides of the situation with the Lovers card. Okay? Because if you guys were in alignment, then this wouldn't have happened. Okay? So you guys had to learn to accept their values, their self-worth, and they had to do the same with you. Okay? We have the Lovers card, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords. Exactly. So, just along with the Seven of Cups. Alright? This is you guys, this was you guys trying to keep a clear head. So like I said, for a lot of you guys, you just had everything going on. Or you felt like everything was on your plate. You know, you were frustrated. You were confused. Okay? They were probably focused on what they wanted. You couldn't focus on what you wanted. It caused you to be upset. A lot of you guys just start having illusions. You guys just start thinking things. You guys went with that. Maybe that person wasn't showing you interest anymore. That caused you to be this way. Some of you guys, you were in third-party situations. For some of you guys, this was the love triangle third-party situation, or they have many suitors. And you guys just couldn't see things from their perspective. And then we have the Eight of Swords. You guys put yourself in a prison. Mentally. Okay? For some of you guys, that person played victim. They didn't feel like they were wrong. Okay? But when it comes to the Lovers card, you guys were both wrong. Okay? Because like I said, it takes two to be in a relationship. So you guys made that choice when you guys decided to be in a relationship. Because being in a relationship is making a choice. Okay? And then we have the Eight of Swords. So like I said, they played victim while you were in a prison mentally, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. And both you guys just needed to take out the blindfolders. And just be open to the situation so that you guys can both understand each other. Because if you're in your own prison mentally, of course you're going to think the worst. If they're playing victim, then they feel like they've never did anything wrong. So how does that energy work? How could you balance that energy? You can't. So both you guys just need to take off the blindfolds. Okay? Clear your heads. And be able to hear each other out. Without over speaking. Without letting them not finish what they have to say. You know, if you want to make this work, okay? Clarifying that, we have the Three of Cups. All right? So, for some of you guys, reconciliation, coming back together. All right? I'm not really looking at this as third party. Like I said, for some of you guys, it was a third party. But the Three of Cups is you being happy again. This is a reunion. This is a reconciliation. For some of you guys, that person that you were with was the person of your dreams. You loved them. You cared about them. You guys had a lot of good times. You guys had fun. You felt abundant when you were with that person. Like, you guys are just thinking about all the good times. And it's like, all of this energy that I see in this reading does not outweigh the Three of Cups that you guys had in the relationship. But you guys were so focused on the energy outside of this Three of Cups. Okay? There could have been people in your relationship. There could have been people around the relationship. Like I said, third parties. But you weren't focused on the Three of Cups that you guys had together. You guys were focused on all the other energy around you guys. Okay? With the Patience card, I accept that everything happens in divine order. We weren't patient. Okay? Clarifying that, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Death card. So like I said, for some of you guys, this isn't going to end okay? Because with the Queen of Cups, you love this person. They love you. You guys just have your backs turned on each other right now. You guys could definitely be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We definitely had a Death card right here, so Scorpio, heavy energy, okay? But with the Patience card, we got the Six of Swords. So someone just couldn't be patient. So they just left. Or someone got tired of waiting. Someone got tired of waiting for that person to shift or change or whatever. It doesn't matter what the situation is. But with the Six of Swords, someone left. They felt like they couldn't stand this difficult situation no more. They felt like it was just too much. They didn't want to have baggage anymore. Whatever it is. Okay? So they felt like leaving was going to put them in peace. Okay? For some of you guys, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Or the grass wasn't greener on the other side for them. Alright? Because they weren't being patient. And all along, regardless of who did what, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay? So resonating this with you guys first, you know, this was codependency. And it was codependent because, you know, we were drama queen. Okay? We were emotional. Some of us felt insecure. Some of us wanted it to be about us. You know, we felt as if we couldn't trust them no more. We weren't showing empathy. We see that. We got the empathy card. Our emotions weren't stable. But all the while, you loved this person. You really cared about this person. Okay? And because we weren't patient and we let our emotions and feelings get the best of us, we got the Death card. And that's when things ended. So a lot of you guys are going through that transformation. This also was a death of our ego. Remember, we have the Surrender card. That's in our body. We need to kill our ego. Let our ego go. Release the negative energy from our ego. Okay? In order for the relationship to come back together. For some of you guys. So a lot of you guys needed to be patient. Because you guys needed to go through a transformation. And balance out your feelings and your emotions. Okay? Far as them and far as it goes with them. Okay? The issue was that you had unconditional love for this person. You really loved this person. You were very supportive. You were devoted. You were honest. Okay? I feel like with the Queen of Cups energy on their part, that person didn't open up and express and show to you how much they cared about you. You know? Thank you goes a long way sometimes. Making me a hot dog goes a long way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So you just felt as if that person didn't put the energy and effort into the situation. Which caused you to be overly emotional, codependent, you know, the drama queen, emotional. And with them, things had to end and they had to go through their transformation. And I feel like with their transformation, they were fearing to change how they were emotionally. Far as opening up. Expressing to you how they feel. Expressing their emotions and their feelings. Instead of manipulating you emotionally. Instead of running away from the problems and the issues with the Six of Swords. Okay? So, clarifying that, we have the Emperor. So, both of you guys were trying to be in control of each other's feelings and emotions when it came to the relationship. So this was a win-lose situation. Okay? Because with the Emperor, we already know, you could be an Aries or a Taurus, but if not, they like to be in control. They like to have everything in their way. Okay? They're very confident. They can be controlling, demanding, aggressive. Alright? And just resonating it to this Patience card, you ran out of patience with them not opening up. They ran out of patience with you being the drama queen, being emotional, opening up, expressing your emotions even if they were in the wrong way. And you guys just couldn't control each other's emotions and feelings. Neither one of you felt as if you had control over the other person emotionally. Okay? So, let's pull some romance angels. And then that will be our full moon reading. Alright? Spirit Universe, please give me some romance angels for this reading. Alright, so let's see what energy is going to come towards us. We have the honeymoon. Okay, that's you guys trying to maybe travel, go on a vacation together, or just spending time together, seeing if things can come back together. You know, listening to each other, having quiet time, not having anyone else around you guys. You know, you guys hearing each other out. We have finances and career, okay? So maybe that person you were with, maybe, you know, they finally got the job that they needed to keep the relationship together. Maybe their business is growing. Maybe they got a better job or whatever. But you guys, you know, we're dealing with finances and career issues, okay? So that could have been the issue as well in a relationship. Maybe someone was making more money than the other person or was doing more than the other person. Maybe that other person didn't have a job. Maybe you didn't have a job. Whatever it was, that affected the relationship. And with the honeymoon card, you guys needed to be alone. You guys needed your own time alone. I feel like that also affected the relationship because maybe there were so many people in your relationship, or maybe you guys just needed time alone to express your true emotions and feelings towards each other. Okay? All right, and let's see. Let's get one more card. And we got love yourself first, and we talked about that in the reading. Okay? Neither one of you guys were putting yourself first. For a lot of you guys, you were putting that person first. You weren't even thinking about yourself. They could have been doing that to you. For a lot of you guys with the love yourself first card, like I said, this person could have self-esteem issues. This person could have just lacked love for themselves. Okay? So needing to love themselves unconditionally. Okay? Having more self-love. All right? And it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this definitely had to be something you guys were mirroring. Okay, if that's in your energy. And then we have the Lovers card. Okay, it talks about mirroring an energy. Okay, so let's clarify these cards. With the honeymoon card, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. Yes, so the Knight of Wands talks about traveling. It talks about moving, relocating. It talks about someone coming in very fast, very swift. This is fast movement. And then we have the Nine of Swords, getting out of your negative energy, okay, releasing fears, not having doubts or worries or feeling stressed around the situation, okay? This is you guys also clearing the air and having that heart-to-heart conversation, seeing if things can move forward. We have the honeymoon card, so you guys, like I said, could be going on a trip. They can be coming towards you. You can be going towards them. It doesn't matter, but the honeymoon card just talks about seeing if the spark is, like, seeing if you guys can rekindle what was there, okay? Rekindling a relationship. All right, we have the finances and career card, and it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now for a lot of you guys. And we have the Magician, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. We talked about this in the reading too. What did I say? They were moving slow. That's why we ran out of patience with this patience card. We couldn't be patient. I don't know what it was, okay? But with the Knight of Pentacles, you know the Knight of Pentacles move slow. But they move slow because they're earth energy. They want to do everything right. They want to make sure that everything is going to line up or work out right. Or, you know, if they look back a year later, they feel like they've, you know, shifted, or they can see where they improved or whatever. But the Knight of Pentacles moves very slow. But also with the Knight of Pentacles, and because they move slow, they have a problem with accepting other people's point of view. Because they feel like because they move slow, everybody else is supposed to move slow. Everybody else is supposed to wait for them. Everybody else is supposed to hear them out. Everybody else is supposed to listen to them and agree with what they say. And it allows the love life to stay stuck because they move too slow. And that's why some of you guys walked away, or they walked away, or whatever. But now with finances and career, you guys are the magician, or they're the magician. Okay? They have all the tools now. They can manifest whatever they want when it comes to finances and their career. Maybe they got better job opportunities. Like maybe they got a business now. Maybe they can finally take care of you the way that you wanted them to. Okay? With the Magician. Then we have the Love Yourself First card. Sorry, y'all. We have the Love Yourself First card. Alright? So on this card it says, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, remember we had to surrender and let go. We were overlooked. We weren't feeling appreciated. It messed with our confidence. We were all over the place. We were emotional, overly emotional. We were drama queens. It was codependency. Everything. Okay? Clarifying that. See, we got the Hangman. We got the Nine of Wands. We were stuck in our head. Okay? With the Hangman. We were stuck in our head. And we just kept rethinking everything over and over and over again. And we kept ourselves stuck there. Instead of loving ourselves first, putting ourselves first, shifting our energy, focusing more on ourselves, not still giving to the situation, not still giving to them, not making things suitable for them, you know, not trying to make things work best for them. We were just neglecting ourselves. We weren't thinking. Okay? Well, I'm not going to say we weren't thinking. We just kept rethinking and not letting go And we kept ourselves in this energy. Some of you guys were going through an awakening. This is like, you know, like a spiritual awakening. Because we have the 9 of Wands with the Hangman. This is definitely a spiritual awakening. You going through, well, not going through, you being in a dark place with the 9 of Wands, which kept you feeling very defensive. You couldn't overcome your obstacles within a relationship, within yourself, within your job, okay? And then it's like when this person left, or even during the relationship, it's like, you know, it was just times with the Hangman, you're like, is it worth it? You're like, should I put up this fight for it? Should I keep fighting for it? They're not showing their sensitive side. They're not showing me how they feel. They're not opening up. You know, things got out of control with the 9 of Wands. Also with the 9 of Wands, you were like crying every day. You know, like I said, like it just was a lot. So you guys put up a good fight. But you guys are releasing that energy now. Okay? So with the 9 of Wands, you guys are letting that go. This is completion. And with the Hangman, what are we doing? We're surrendering. We're letting go. We're loving ourselves first. We're putting ourselves first. And then clarifying that. Look. And once we do that, guess what happens? The wheel turns in our favor. So with the Wheel of Fortune, everything is on our side now. Things are not out of control no more. We don't feel stuck. We don't feel stagnant. All right? If you were in that past relationship, things are going to work out. Things are going to turn out in your favor. Because you guys are both shifting your energy together. Love the reading. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. Stay positive. Think positive. Be positive. We are positive. I love you guys. I will see you again soon. Bye.